Oh, here I am. Alright. Let me see. I'm about to react to this about money. Are women attracted to money? Comment down below if y'all women are. Because I know y'all are. I think everybody is. So don't feel guilty. Don't feel guilty for being attracted to that dollar bill. You know what I'm saying? Because I know when I get my bag together, when I'm riding around and that, whatchamacallit, you know what I'm saying? It's just gonna look a certain type of way, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be shiny, you know what I'm saying? Women like shiny objects. What you gonna do about it? Let's get into this video though. Justin Mark, I think Lucario was in this. Couple people. This channel is called Game Global. If you want to know, you can subscribe to their channel. I'm gonna be reacting to a couple of their, you know what I'm saying, topics because they got global games. So why wouldn't I? So let's get it.
Experiences, but you can also use like social networking to get those same experiences. So I've done this with yacht parties, right? Dude, if I post I'm doing a yacht party, bro, fucking every girl is messaging me, they want to come, right? But honestly,
That's Justin Mark. I like Justin Mark. He wanna I just referenced him in my last video. I just realized that. I just referenced him in my last video, but he talk about how you gotta shift your inner dynamic to get that confidence, but he actually live it and he do boot camps and teach guys it. So it's like he living it. So it's like that's why I respect him. Like he makes sure he like the most transparent dating coach I know. Like besides other people, he one of them. You know what I'm saying? So what he's saying right now is like you could post a picture of a yacht, and this one thing I'm gonna have to I agree with 99% of the stuff Justin Mark talk about, but this is one topic right here I'm gonna have to kind of like give a little pushback because it's like like bro, I've been watching bro probably for like probably 2-3 years, like on and off. I ain't been like dedicatedly watching him, but it's the principle like okay, bro, what's the chances of me ever having a yacht? Like, I mean, next year, 2, 3, 4 years from now, possible. Right now though, and I'm saying like from when I first started watching, bro, and watching and learning about game, like what's the chances of me getting a yacht? So like, yeah, he about to kick some wisdom, but it's not pertaining to everybody right here. So
service level, it's like, okay, this is like a money thing, right? This is why this guy's getting all these girls, but I don't want a yacht, right? I have friends who have boats, and the girls just want to have fun. They just want to have fun emotions, fun experiences, right? And so I don't think it's necessarily money, but I do think it's your ability to access certain assets.
that's why I rock with you. That's why I rock with you, bro. So basically, he agreeing with what I'm saying. I'm agreeing with what he's saying. But that's what game is. Game global. Game global. Like it's your ability to communicate with people who got things. I always tell y'all to go on the app Bumble, right? I tell y'all to go on Facebook, friends, Facebook dating. And I get the most matches on Bumble and stuff like that because it's more so about friends. Like anything, any app that's pertaining to friendship, I get a lot of matches. When it comes to like dating, maybe because I don't got a lot of like nice photos yet, which Justin Mark, he'll have like some of the top quality photos in the world, you know what I'm saying? I made friends that was photographers, you feel me? And they're periodically you'll run into photographer friends if you're on the Bumble app. But I still haven't really linked up with any of them, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna have to probably even when I end this video, I'll probably hit bro up and be like, yo, I need some photos from my IG or something. But you know what I'm saying? Uh, that's what I've been kind of having a little struggle with. Like, I might even tell bro like, yo, let's link up. Let's go get some smoothies or something, and then take some photos. But you gotta kind of like what Justin Mark's saying right now. Like, if I just be like, bro, I need photos, it might be a little bit more businessy. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to friends in business, it's like, well, I think most dating coaches are judged by their ability to speak to people that don't got money already because money is like that one thing that can make you a trick. So it's like most dating coaches they're like met with this like it becomes a battle between look money status and actually being that guy. So it's like how do you decipher that if it's like a cryptic thing? Like it's really dark to see. Like you know what I'm saying? If because 9 times out of 10, where you see women, you see money. And if you see poverty and see women, then that guy really got a mouthpiece. Which the mouthpiece is the thing that leads to all the other stuff. So it's like a Ferris wheel, you know what I'm saying?
That will allow the girls to have fun experiences.
Yeah,
This was
it's
where
creating. Go ahead. Go ahead.
this was gonna say this is where I like one of the big points I strongly differ with the red pill on. So I think that we're gonna say this. This is gonna be with the exception of gold diggers, because gold diggers are gonna be an exception to everything I'm about to say.
Yeah.
And gold diggers, even in a city like Miami, are like 5% or less. You may look at Fresh and Fit, right, and you can be like, oh my god, like half these girls seem like gold diggers, right? But people don't account for sample biases. I live right down the street from them. I do street interviews every day. I talk to women all the time. And there's if a girl's
All right, so my personal opinion is it's not tricking if you're living a reasonable means. Like, so if I got a car and a house, and that's not tricking, you feel me? Like, I think that tricking has became this like in the eye of the beholder type of thing, like in the eye of the person who's not like it's like, no, wait, hold on, let's be honest. Every man over 18 in the United States should be an adult. And if you're an adult and you got a car, it can be subtle tricking because there's gonna be women that grew up slow and they don't got their own car, they don't got their own house. So those women are going to leech and attach to that guy because they're gonna say, well, I like this guy, but he's broke. So let me get with this guy so I can, have a ride to work every day and also be able to eat, go on some dates, and do this other stuff. So they're thinking more logically nowadays. Whereas though if there was no such thing as cars, everybody had to live off the grid and it was nature, it'd be more. Think the world would be so different because women would just go based off of who looks stronger. You know what I'm saying? Yes, physical appearance and stuff, but you know, sex have happened because I even feel like sex happens like that now. You know what I'm saying? Because just because people built things don't mean nature isn't still fluent. You know what I'm saying? We can't destroy nature. Like we could ruin it momentarily. We can alter it. We could change it. But you know what I'm saying? We were born to the earth. The earth wasn't born to us. So it's like that will never change. So it's like that's why I made this channel for real. Like, and that's why I even talk about how nature connects to all of this because it's like a lot of times, bro, what you will realize is you're the trick, not the money, not the suit. It doesn't even if you a real igga, right? You a real igga in a suit with a car with these nice things. You ain't tricking. You just enhancing or putting things on top of the real deal. But if you're not the real deal, that's automatically going to be tricking. So it's like that's why I preach authenticity. That's why I preach things deeper than the surface level. And that's why I like Justin Mark because Justin Mark the perfect guy for this actually because all he talk about is, doing the work. You know what I'm saying?
to go on a Fresh and Fit podcast, she's probably not going to be a doctor or something like that. There's a sample bias there, right? So if you actually go out and like hang out in Miami, you'll see it's 5% maybe or less of women are actually like hardened gold diggers, right? So with those women aside,
I don't want to hear that shit. It's girls out here right now. Like I just made a video about my friend from school, bro. When she said hi to me, bro, she got a nice ass car, bro. She got a job, bro. I don't got no job, bro. I don't got no car. You know what I'm saying? Like, so how is it ever gonna be tricking? You know what I'm saying? With 90, if you want to go off of American, 95% of the women are tricking. You know what I'm saying? If that's what the rule is, like, oh, you can't have a car and you can't have this, because nowadays guys see that and they be like, yeah, bro, she got her own. I like that she got her own. Listen, if you a real igga, you don't give a damn what a woman got. See what I'm saying? Because you're so busy trying to understand life as in front of you. Like you're so, you know what I'm saying? Comment down below if you see what I'm saying. Like you too busy trying to figure out how your mechanics work, how your inner self and your relationship with yourself is first. So like if you're a real idiot, then you know that that's how it's gonna go. You know what I'm saying? But see, that's why I don't feed into a lot of the red pill content too deeply, because it's an insecurity if you think a girl using you. Because if you a man and you useful, like let's take it back to nature. The whole grid breakdown, the matrix is broken, everything fucked up. I gotta go back to using these. I gotta go back to using these. If I see a bear, if I want to catch a fish, if I want to catch a fish, this is a spear right here. If I could catch a fish with this. Right now, if I push this hard enough into my hand, it's going to go through. I'm saying, if I walk up to a lake and I throw this in there, that's how we eating tonight. So you mean to tell me if a girl see I got those attributes that I'm tricking? No, tricking is when you say, man, I'm ugly, I ain't shit, I don't love myself, I hate myself, I don't know myself. When you totally disregard self and then you say, I'm gonna run towards something else that's gonna make women attract to that. That's why I don't give a I don't give a damn if a woman know I do YouTube or not. I don't care, because I don't really want you to even know. Like, it ain't even no use in you knowing what I do. I don't go up to women and be like, yeah, I do that sometimes. I ain't gonna lie to you, I do that sometimes. But it's like I ain't tricking. I'm just trying to create content. You know what I'm saying? But if it ain't for content, if I'm trying to get to know you, I'm not gonna bring up what I do, because I'm opening the portals for that type of insecurity to come in. So y'all fellas just got to be aware of that. That's all. That's all, bro. That's all.
I think that money's a threshold thing. So there is definitely a sizable advantage from going from being broke to being like middle class, where you have a place, where you have a car, where you can take care of yourself. I think from there, yes, money does help, but then you start getting extreme diminishing returns. Going from upper middle class, going from top 5% to being top 1% won't actually substantially affect your dating life in any way. Going from making 100,000 a year to making 500,000 a year, again, unless you're going for gold diggers, won't really substantially affect your dating life in any way. And I have clients who are really rich. I have clients who are multimillionaires, and they've been with like one or two girls, and they're not bad looking guys either. So I think that I feel like the money thing.
You can't fake energy. That's why 98% of my dating content gonna be about energy, bro. Because listen, bro, I don't been on both sides of the gate day in, day out. Like even today, I'll eat something. And if I go talk to a woman after I eat a bag of chips, I'm off my square. Cause as a man, I told myself that that shit don't work. So like if I go do it, then even if it don't affect me that badly, the fact that I told myself as a man that I'm not going to do that, I'm psychologically going to psych myself into thinking I'm nervous, even if I'm not nervous. So certain food attacks your cells in your body. So if I go to farmer's market and get nothing but apples, and I eat apples for the next day or two, bro, I'm not gonna have to chase no woman, bro. I'm gonna just relax, and that's gonna make women want me. Like I'm telling you, bro. Like it's really just balance, bro. Like if you want to know how to get women, study balance, learn balance, understand yourself. What? You know what I'm saying? Justin Mark is the best. I ain't gonna lie, he the best coach in my opinion. Like one of the best coaches.
Becomes overplayed. And I think also the problem is when you start, this is my biggest beef probably with the red pill, is when you start leveraging money indirectly or even directly to attract women, and then you're surprised about the kind of women you're attracting, how they treat you down the line, which is like I see it's become more and more part of value proposition. Like during my debate with Donovan, this was I guess a funny moment, but essentially I was telling him, I was like, yeah, listen, part of your relationship formula is resources. Like that essentially means money. He's like, yeah, well, I'm sure. He's like, I'm sure. What's it like with your girlfriend? I'm like, well, no, I don't give her any money. He's like, well, why is she with you then? Because we have a really good time together, because she loves me, because we have a lot of experience together. He's like, well, you must have like a 14-inch penis then. That's his.
Donovan funny for that, but I'm gonna be honest. I just feel like guys should just be themselves, bro. Like real talk, bro. Like I'm thinking back about my past and like schools I went to. I went to a school in New Hampshire, bro. Like I'm just thinking, like, bro, women genuinely was flocking, and I'm sure they did that to other guys, of course, but not the way they did it to me. You feel me? Like I'm not being cocky, bro. Like women just flock to me on a like, damn. I could tell like I'm blessed because when I pull up to a scene an event, I could honestly tell that women are like I'm like a breath of fresh air. So when women get around me, they're like, "Oh my God, it feels so good to be around him." Versus all these losers I've been running into. I honestly get that energy from women. I'm not even gonna hold y'all, bro, because I'm happy I made this channel because I get to talk freely about stuff that I probably ain't never talked about before. You feel me? But like I notice it, but I won't toot my own horn. But on this channel, I could do that. You feel me? Like so, real talk, I'll be like, damn, bro, like that's how bad y'all, you guys are with game. That these women, when they meet somebody new, they damn near like they find a way to you. You feel me? And again, like when I was in New Hampshire school, bro, there's a lot of women that I could have had, bro. Like I was young and naive. You feel me? I didn't know what I had. You feel me? And then like I'm so busy, I'm trying to flirt with every girl. You feel me? I'm not even trying to really get serious. I'm just trying to flirt. But um, the key is to be you, bro. You gotta have a soul. I think so much of this in life nowadays, people are what really. I ain't saying they don't have a soul, but they're so busy. Everything is about numbers and calculations, and that's why Babylon is falling down right now. If y'all haven't noticed, that's why if you have look around, look at the trees, look at the nature is kind of everything about to break down and build itself back up because it's time. I don't know if y'all could tell, but I'm a real igga, bro. Like, when I think about my past, bro, growing up with my cousins and stuff, my cousins are female. We used to just bust out laughing. We used to go to school together, just laughing, laughing, laughing. Teachers had to hold me back in school. They ain't let me go to the next grade because we used to terrorize just by laughing in the middle of the day. Like, why they keep laughing? Because everything was funny, you feel me? Like, everything was always funny between me and my cousin. So like I carried that same spirit into my friend groups as I got older. So anybody who know me know that this guy is always laughing. He's fun. Like he's always like if you a stranger you wouldn't know, but when you really get to know me, like bro, like I like that's the true me. You feel me? So when I go to schools and stuff, and when people get to know me, they get to know like yo, buddy, really hilarious. Like so that's all we did was laugh. And there's many people that's like that. And those are the people who get the most girls. Not saying girls don't like the serious guy, but I was friends with the serious guy too. I'm talking about somebody from my neighborhood. Had more of a stoicism alpha type of energy. But big bro, still when he with us, he laughing, he joking, smoking. You feel me? Like, and what I'm trying to say is like it's a connection, bro, that is universally heard. Real men make light of situations, they joke. Don't mean when it's time to be serious, they not gonna be full throttle, but it's just like outside of that, you know what I'm saying? Everything ain't a joke though, as I got older and mature, but it's like if like and that's what bro saying. He's saying like, yo, she really liked me, bro. Like, I know it sounds crazy nowadays, but we just got a regular connection. And like when I went to job course, bro, I ain't had no money, bro. But women knew I was there to get a career, so that made them see that I had things going on for myself, make me more attractive to the females. But it's like it's everything, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Like I think that you gotta be yourself while getting money. You see what I'm saying? Like that's just that simple conclusion I came to after all this shit. Like if you put down money, you're just gonna be a big ass joke because you're only getting older. Like let's take that into account too. Like if you was a kid, it ain't that serious. So a part of being a man is you gotta be able to see like we gotta survive, baby. If it's getting money, it's getting money. But if it's throwing a spear into the river, it's throwing a spear into the river. I think y'all over analyzing the insecurity of a woman tricking, that you're tricking. But if you really love yourself, then you'll be able to see like it ain't no way I'm tricking because I know me. You know what I'm saying? It's just that fucking simple. Like you don't need a rocket scientist to tell you tricking. Now you might need a rocket scientist to tell you if a girl is after your money or after you. But 95% of these women, bro, I could just look at and tell, like, yeah, she the type of chick, she gonna use a nigga. You feel me? Real talk. Look at a female, bro. Look at her. You could look at them and kind of look at how they move and how they talk. You could look at when they get quiet, when you talk about certain things. Be observant, bro. And then you got the little sweet girls that they don't even want your money, even if you want to give it to them. It's different types of females out here. So you got to be able to read that, first of all. But man, let's get it, man. Let's get it, bro.
He's like, well, you must have like a 14-inch penis then. That's his only conclusion.
Oh my God.
Like, you must have a humongous schlong. I was like, well, no, I don't have a 14-inch cock. But that's how like the red pill mind works, is that you need the money to kind of be part of the traction formula. And then when you do that, when you use money as part of the a part of the formula.
I don't think every red pill guy think that way. I think a lot of them do, but there's red pill guys who are more focused on preserving and the understanding that, okay, I'm not going to chase women no more because I've been getting played that way. And I think they've been scorned because remember when dad not in the house, that creates a cult called the red pill. Dad's not home. You know what I'm saying? Dad's the biggest, he's the brains of the operation. So he's gonna tell his son, yo son, watch out for this type of woman. And then even when you're in a relationship, you could call your dad. You know what I'm saying? But if dad's not in your life, then you're gonna look to society, and society gonna play you. So it's like, unfortunately, it's black and white. It's either you in society or you have a good family. It's no in between. Because if your family's bad, it leaves you to society. If it's not no in between. So a lot of people get vacuumed into, oh well, I think more of them care more about. I think most red pill guys just wanna they got one girlfriend in their life and it didn't go the way they thought it was gonna go. And they don't want to get played. And then the same thing for women. They got one guy, they got played, they don't want that, no more. So now you have this situation where everybody needs healing, and it's kind of like gonna take another 5 to 10 years before you even get it. It's kind of insane. But that's why I say y'all gotta just listen to my boy Justin Mark, the Indian guy in this video. He got all the keys, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Part of the package or part of the deal that that your girl is getting, that's a recipe for disaster, because there's always going to be a guy who makes more money than you, and then that you don't really have solid attraction and solid I guess just a solid relationship in general. And that's what I see with the red pillars all the time. It's just like they won't say it directly, they won't say, hey, give a girl money, but there's all these hints at it, like and sometimes more than hints. It's like,
I understand what bro's saying, but you gotta get some pay. I'm gonna keep it 100, bro. Like I had this girl at Job Corps, right? And then I think she was young, so I'm not gonna call her toxic no more. I'm mature, bro. I'm not gonna call her toxic. She was young. People need time to grow up and stuff like that. So at the time, like, she let it be known, like, bro, if you don't do what you gotta do in school, I'm not gonna want you no more. Like, she straight told me that. But I'm not gonna lie. I think that's a fucking lie. But it was just her being a female, bro. Like, y'all gotta understand. Women are just kind of like, bro, a part of what makes us men, bro, is us being responsible. Like, I don't think like I said, dad ain't teach a lot of guys that shit. So, like, it's not tricking, bro, by being responsible, bro.
hey, like, you should use your resources. I mean, even like mine will say directly, like, what do men bring in a relationship? Resources and protection. Well, in Miami, in a high-rise building, protection means jack shit. We all have like fucking.
Can you get a girlfriend without taking care of her? Duh. And of course, for the good-looking guys like me, like, I don't gotta pay for a chick for her to say he's kind of cute. Like, I've been getting that all my life. I don't have to pay for that shit. So yes, there's a demographic of females out here who, a lot of big demographic. Now, I'm gonna speak to the guys who be like, yo, looks don't matter. And I'm gonna speak to the guys right now that be like, looks do matter. Bro, they matter to a certain extent. Facts. Like, they matter to a certain extent. That's why women go out their way to look good and put makeup on. That's why guys go get haircuts. That looking shit, it matters. But if you can't maintain what you got, it don't matter. Like, I never even took a stance on this argument, but I'm taking one today. And I never really agreed with what I'm saying until right now. Like, your looks mean something. I ain't gonna say they everything, but think about it. When you go to get a new job, you gotta look right. You go to church, you wanna look right. And it's just the principle. Like, it don't mean that you tricking, bro. I think it's a misconception out here. It don't mean you tricking. It's tricking if you look good, but then she mess with you and you toxic. Cause then it's like you out here ruining lives. You out here ruining lives. I do agree with that. But if you know, like, you know yourself and you know your intentions, then it's like a whole different thing.
Security guards and shit, so it doesn't mean anything. And then resources, what does resources mean essentially? Right, so yeah, it's kind of like I would say probably my biggest criticism of the red pill.
Going back to what you said before, so there's the right way and there's the wrong way. The right way is like what Justin talked about with the yacht. It's not his yacht. It's so the term we should use is access to scarce resources. And you use those scarce resources in order to create a funnel, and that funnel creates ratio. So if you use money.
I just think it's ignorant because I'm thinking about myself right now and I'm saying, would it be tricking if I told a female, like, let's go on a yacht and it's my friend's yacht? And then I had to tell myself, I'm like, well, it could be. It's all about your intentions. Like, it's tricking if I'm only doing that because that. Like, okay, well, he not really my friend. I'm using him. And I'm doing all this. It's like if you do all this crazy ass shit just to get some ass, that's tricking. But if I really just made a new friend and he like, yo, you want to go on a yacht next week? And I'm like, all right, bet, let's go on a yacht. And I'm like, I just meet this shorty and I'm like, you know what? We supposed to be going on a date the same day. You might as well just come on this yacht. I wouldn't do that personally, but I just feel like that's more genuine than. But if you always on yachts, like Justin Mark is always on yachts all the time, so it's like, yeah, he might be using that as a way to make the women see him as higher value, but at the same time, it's like he always on yachts, so it's not fake. That's really how he living. You know what I'm saying? Now, when I was living down south, we had a nice ass crib. Like, it wasn't my crib. Like, well, it wasn't for the time. It was. So when I tell a female come over, is that tricking? Or is it just like that's how I'm living at this point in time in life? You know what I'm saying? So people got to be careful with that word. It's like a big topic, but it's not that serious, bro. Like,
Correctly, what you're doing is you're having a mansion party or a yacht party or something like that, or you're like, I have a friend of mine. It's really smart. I think Michael Evers. This dude, he rents a villa out in Tulum. The girls have to pay their own ticket, but he's got 10 bedrooms. And there's like, you have to pay for your way to come out here. So he's not paying for the girls to come out, but when they come out, they have a place to stay. And so he's in a villa in Tulum, and it's 12 girls and one guy. If you use money to create. I mean, the best example is Bilzerian. Yeah, Bilzerian with his Ignite parties where it was, I was there, and it's 2,500 girls and there was like 400 dudes there. It was crazy. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. And like one time he fucked 9 girls in the bathroom and was like live streaming it to the rest of us while he was.
See what I'm saying? If you doing stuff like that, bro, and don't even entertain people who tell you you're tricking, because it's like, live your best life, bro. Like, I'm tired of hearing that fucking word. Like, yeah, it's tricking if you. Bro, you gotta just do the measurements. If I can't do this shit once a week or once a month, then it ain't my regular thing. And if you're doing it as a irregular, then it's tricking. If you're doing it all the time, then that's the way you living. So at that point, it's not tricking, because if she break up with you, she gonna still see you on Instagram doing that same shit. So how is it tricking? Break down the word tricking, you get trick. It means, you know, you're selling a dream. Like, hey, look, I'm now if you say, man, I know now if I move to LA and I tell a woman like, yo, I know Drake, I know Bow Wow, I know Tiger, then yeah, I'm tricking. Some people out here really doing that. I mean, it's tricking though. You know what I'm saying?
In the fucking room and we're out there with Cardi B at the park. Like that shit was crazy. The way you do it wrong though is like what you say. It's the direct transactional nature where you're compensating women for their affection. Then it's like taking steroids. When you start taking steroids, the only way to continue to look at it like that is to keep taking steroids. There's no way to wean yourself off of it. It's the same thing. When you start
compensate, mean you going out your way. Like I said, like, and yeah, that's gonna happen. It's gonna become something that you gotta keep up. It's a facade. If you really got a job, bro, you just got a job, bro. Nobody signed up to be an American. We were just born in America, like. So, like, that's not it's you just being responsible as an individual, as a human. That's what come with you. You know what I'm saying? That's what come with you. If a woman meet me and me being a vegetarian, I'm eating some banana chips. This ain't really vegetarian. I don't know if it is or ain't, but that's a benefit that come with me. You feel me? Like, let's not confuse benefits as tricking. Like, let's not do it. Let's not do it. If I say, man, I'm about to go vegetarian because I want to get all the girls, that's still not tricking. Because if you stand on it, you'll realize there's other reasons why you should be doing it too. So
you lead with money, you always have to lead with money. There's no way out of it. So instead, what you do is, there's one guy named Vegas Dave who lives here in Vegas, and he would go buy a table at some place, and he would have like an expensive car, expensive bags, and he'd end up fucking all these girls. And I knew some of them, and I'd ask him like, dude, did Dave pay you? Like, why are you fucking this guy? And they would always tell me, it's like, no, I was just around it. Like, just being around the money and not even getting any of the money, the girls like wanted to have sex with him, and it was fucking mind blowing to me. I couldn't understand.
Bro, like I just said, bro, women like power. They like people. They like organized shit too. They like organization. They like fraternity. They like shit where they could sit around and just be sexy and just get like, you know, run into the guy that they really couldn't get in high school or some shit. Like, they like to just be around, bro. Like, that's what they do, bro. Like, they want to know why, you know, they interested, bro. They want to know, why are you powerful? Where did the power come from? How'd you get it? I'm saying, why are you so connected? Why you got so many friends? You know what I'm saying? They just nosy, bro. Women nosy as hell.
But as money is a correlation, money is an allegory for competency in the ancestral environment. So evolutionarily, women look at men who look like that or have those resources and say, this man is a competent man, therefore she has an attraction paying short term. Long term, however, what does it say in the Bible? It is better to be, it's worse to be a non-believer, or it's better to be a non-believer than to be a man who doesn't provide for his family. So I think long-term, what the red pill is confusing is they're saying long-term as a man, if you want to lead in a relationship, you should be able to provide for your family. That's the example that they're giving. And for the most part, I do agree with that, but that shouldn't be the reason she's with you. What it should be, she's with you for genuine desire. Then you have kids, and then once you have kids, you want them to go to college, and you want to have a comfortable room, a comfortable place for your family to live. In that case, you do need to provide.
So, no, I think that's a very important nuance that you gave. I agree with everything you said, and I don't think, like, when I say, you know, like, you're married with a woman, you have a child, I don't think there's anything simpy at all about, like, you know, making money while she stays at home raising the kid. Like, I'm not talking about anything remotely related to, like, having a family or anything like that. But just one, I think, important thing to say, the people who are using money, like, the way you say, the correct way, I would say are a very small percentage of the population of the men who are using money. And I think what separates the guy guys you're talking about versus the guys I was talking about is social skills. Generally speaking, all the guys you're talking about have at least above average level of social skills. They're not, but a lot of rich guys don't have good social skills. In fact, sometimes rich people have worse social skills than poor people, right? Because they're just in their own like little world. They're working on stuff. So I think that's a humongous factor. But I do agree with you that if you have good social skills, that is a really good way to use money. That's not going to actually be a long-term disadvantage.
See, the thing is with every girl who's having sex with a guy because of his money, also is having sex with another guy for free. So basically, and I talk about this in my book. I have the book called Looks Don't Matter. I talk about the 5 types of attraction a woman will have for a man.
Now, I know I just said looks matter. To me, they matter. Because I'm a good looking motherfucker. But Lucario, I'm not judging him, but I'm just saying, he's deeper in the game than me. He's been doing this shit for however long. So I wouldn't dare go against OG like that. But what I would say, he right. Like, we're both right, because I agree with what he's saying. As far as like, yo, if I was an ugly bastard, I'm still gonna go talk to 20 women a day, like 15, 100. I'm doing that. Like, bro, like, what? Are you crazy? Because it's a form of hunting. Like, you don't stop hunting just because, you know, whatever the case. That would be feminine. Like, I'm blessed to be able to look good and still have a mindset of an ugly guy. So I got range, you know what I'm saying? But, so do Lucario. Like, I'm sure women see Lucario, they think he look good and shit. You know what I'm saying? And look at what he got on. He makes sure his looks is, you feel me? So, come on, bro. We're not gonna stop. We're not gonna dress down, bro, unless we feel like it. As men, like, we go to the gym, we do, you know, chilling around the crib, but outside of that, bro, he right though. Like, when it comes to game, don't matter what you look like, it's the mouthpiece, and he about to go into that.
So it's physical, sexual, behavioral, resource attraction, and friendship attraction. So what happens is sexual attraction is the strongest form of attraction. So whenever you need money in any form or fashion to get access to sex, then what that means is that you're compensating for some level of sex appeal that you don't have. So meaning that if you're using money or you need...
That's where I disagree. Because the word don't have is a triggering word for me, because don't have is where the trick is. Because again, I talk about metaphysics and spirituality. So I honestly believe that you can have or not have. The guy who has could end up without, and the guy who with can without can end up with. That's where I come in with the mindset difference. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I forgot what I'm trying to say, man.
Need money to get sex from women, that means they're having sex with you because you're not that sexually attractive to them for them to do it without the money. You see what I'm saying? So this is why I tell guys, like for example, there were...
And this is what I'm trying to say. Like, money isn't just financially physical, like green paper. Like, right now, everything he doing, like, if I was a female and I'm looking at him, I'm thinking, like, he think he the shit. Look at his glasses. Look at his hat. Look at how he dress. He don't dress like a civilian. He dress a little bit above. So it's like, just even that little bit above could be seen as tricking if that's the case. Because you're saying you compensating for something. But I don't agree with that, because it's like, I was raised by a woman. I'm sure a lot of y'all was. You know, being raised by a woman, she gonna be the one that kind of like eventually start like buying you stuff. Like, okay, first day of school, make sure you got some Jordans, make sure you got this, got that. So it's not that you're compensating for anything. It's just that, like, the way you was raised, who you hung out around, none of that shit got anything to do with your mouthpiece. Because he right though, in the terms of if you're going out to buy that shit because you don't know how to talk to women, then it's tricking. But not just because you got it. You know what I'm saying?
Women that that I used to hook up with, where they would be getting together with guys who have a lot of money, millionaires, and all this other stuff, but I wouldn't pay a dime, but I'm still hitting it, and they would take the money they're getting from these guys and buy me stuff, take me out, do all this other stuff. So what happens is that when it comes to attraction, sexual attraction is always gonna beat out resource attraction. A resource attraction is when a woman is mainly attracted to you for your resources. So she's like, well, this guy's giving me stuff, so I'll have sex with him because of this. But if he didn't have the money, I wouldn't be here. You see what I'm saying? Versus the other guy who doesn't need to have anything but himself, and then she's there regardless because she's sexually attracted to him. You see what I'm saying?
Nah, that smooth motherfucker, man. That he just laced us right there with mad game because let's be honest. We all know God. I got an older cousin. And I say he dressed a little bit above average right now. It's the chains and stuff like that. But in reality, like, let's be honest, like, just a black t-shirt, like, that's like the go-to for being a player. Like, you throw on a black tee. I got a cousin, smooth talker, you know what I'm saying? And he dressed kind of like that, you know what I'm saying? Not too much, you know what I'm saying? Maybe a snapback, black t-shirt, and mouthpiece. And women going because the mouthpiece, you see what I'm saying? It's the mouthpiece, bro. So that's what he's saying. It's the way you make her feel could just make her say, damn, every time this motherfucker come around, bro, I get hit with a breeze of sexuality, like.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. I'm loving this conversation. Unfortunately, I have to go because I have something in 10 minutes, but this has been a really fun discussion. I wish I could stay longer, honestly, because I'm loving this. But yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for having me on. I definitely be happy to come on in the future.
Thanks for coming. Thanks.
Yeah, good chatting with all you guys.
Hey, man. Alex.
Hey, be safe, bro.
Something Lucario said that's absolutely true is that they are always sleeping with some other guy for free. That is absolutely true, bro. Look, I live in Vegas, probably most next to Miami, probably the most transactional city for it. And every one of these girls, when I talk to them, there's always the guy who's paying them, the sugar daddy, and then there's some bartender they're fucking for free. I actually have the saying: when women are surrounded by beta, they crave alpha. And so when you're paying for that, it like actually generates something in her body that needs alpha dick in her life because because the beta has been thrown at her through the way of money. So I agree with Lucario.
That's what I just said to y'all, bro. It's like, I feel like girls be jumping at me sometimes because they get so drowned out by them losers. They be like, oh my God. I just gotta go around this guy for 5 seconds at least just to get away, just to get out of that frequency.
Always have a dude that they're sleeping with for free.
Interesting. I really like that you have a book about that called Looks Don't Matter.
Yeah, so I have a book called Looks Don't Matter, 7 Ways to Attract Women Without Your Looks. So basically the book is just talking about how to be attractive outside of your looks. So a lot of guys rely I got to be the best looking, I got to looks max, all this other nonsense. So I say, yeah, looks matter in the sense of a woman will be attracted to you physically, or also she might be attracted to you sexually because of your looks. But there are other ways to be attractive outside of your looks. Because what happens is sometimes a woman might be attracted to you because of your look, but then because of your behavior, because of your mindset, because of your lack of confidence, that's going to make her not attracted to you at the end of the day. So therefore you're thinking, man, I got this girl checking me out. You go up and approach her. And now because you can't talk, you don't know what to say, you don't have any, social skills, that's going to make her be turned off to the situation that makes her not want to deal with you anyway. So I tell guys to be more well-rounded when it comes to being attractive overall. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly. It's like the way I have seen it is like, I don't understand why guys are like, all I need is a 6-pack, and then they'll just fucking throw themselves at me. It's like, now what do I do here with my 6-pack? It just like acts as a magnet. Is that the fucking plan?
It's terrible.
It's fucking crazy shit. Alrighty, any other perspectives on this?
Yeah, well, one thing I want to mention is most guys, they're watching dudes on Instagram with like Aiden Ross, Logan Paul. They got all these fucking OnlyFans girls, right? And they're millionaires. 99% of millionaires aren't those guys. There's the entrepreneurs who are working 12-hour days, 7 days a fucking week. Like, they're not going out. They're not socializing. We have a lot of clients who are loaded, but they still need help with ladies. Yeah. That's how it
So
goes.
you guys remember? You remember Ti saying you can have whatever you like, and Lil Wayne saying it ain't
Tricking
simping
if
if
you
you it ain't tricking if you got it. No,
Right.
bitch, it's still tricking. It's still tricking. Even if you got. But the problem is they live in this world. Like imagine being like Drake and having all these women like literally cheat on their boyfriends because because of your higher status, or these other guys, these other rappers who literally have women sleep with them because of the money that they make. You would start to pervert your beliefs to think that that was really the only way. And any guy who isn't as famous as Jason Derulo or whatever has no chance with women. And it's funny because I feel like some of those guys at the top, they're probably as black pill as anyone. They believe that all looks and money and status matters, and because all the status and looks and money that they get, or all the attention they get from women, they start to probably believe that as much as anybody. But you're right, the majority of men don't live in that place. Most of us, you're good-looking guys, but none of us are really good-looking enough to where the majority of women are going to fight to come have sex with us because of our physical attractiveness, right?
I don't agree with that. But what I will say is that shouldn't even be a topic. I mean, I guess I don't know. But what I'm trying to say is like, I don't even know, bro.
I live here in Vegas. There's some male strippers.
Speak for yourself,
Outlander
Albert.
guys. Oh, okay, sorry, Lucario. That's right. You were a male model. I forgot about that. But one of the things that'll happen is, I'm in pretty good shape for 46. I'll go to a fucking pool here, and I'll have the guys from Thunder from Down Under or Magic Mike will come by, and these are like 6'3" Australian guys with like sleeve tattoos and 6-pack abs. I'll be having a conversation, and it's like very clear for them they could just be themselves, and they would not. All the stuff, the advice that I'd give for other guys, I'd be like, you guys need to just shut the fuck up and stand there in the corner. You'll do just fine. But for the rest of us, most women find most men unattractive. 80% of men on dating apps are deemed to be below average.
I just think this part of the quote unquote game it's a little weird. But growing up, all a nigga had to do was put on some earrings, get a haircut, go to school. Girls acting different. It's like, bro, I don't relate with unattraction. You know what I'm saying? I don't relate with the shit. Like, he not a bad looking guy, so it's like, why would you even care? Like, I don't know. I just think when we was growing up, guys were more like into themselves, like competitive in the term of like, man, don't nobody look better than me. You feel me? Like, and it wasn't a delusion. It wasn't a delusion. It was like a manly thing to say. And people are not blind, so we all know models and shit like that. What we see as a model, a ladies' man, whatever we want to call it. It's not an excuse for you to say, man, I'm not that one. I'm not the one. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I'm not gonna ever. I'm not gonna do that because it ain't just because I think I'm a good looking guy. It ain't that. I know it's guys out here who girls will say look better, of course, because we've been doing that competition since kids. We've been doing that since kids. But I'm pretty sure if you put a woman in this conversation, she gonna want the guy who's still confident. Like, man, I'm that one. I'm that one. That's all I'm trying to say, bro. Don't ever make it seem like somebody else better than you.
average attractiveness. And one of my favorite studies, it was I forgot, it wasn't Jen Gottlieb, it was a woman named Gottlieb, but she wrote a book, and in the book she asked.
It's feminine, bro. It's feminine. I'm trying to tell you. That's feminine. That's feminine.
A group of men, she said, if you got 80% of what you wanted in your partner, would you be satisfied? And the men overwhelmingly said, yes, 80%, that sounds incredible. They asked a group of women, they said, if you got 80% of what you wanted in your partner, would you be satisfied? And the women overwhelmingly said, no, that would be settling. That's the difference between the two genders. It's like, if we get 80% of what we want, we're very happy. If women don't get 80% of what they want, they're not happy at all.
Yeah, and I think what happens is with that is because women generally have the misleading idea that they can get a dude who's a top-notch, on-point guy because most guys want to have sex with them. So women, so for example, women can get, let's use extreme example like Drake or any of these celebrities. A woman can get Drake and Chris Brown to sleep with her. So she thinks if I can get Chris Brown and Drake to sleep with me, I can get someone at Chris Brown or Drake's level or any of those to commit. So that's why they're like 80%. I'm not messing with 80%. I need 100%. So they think they can get, and the thing is, some women can if they know what they're doing, but most women don't. They can't do it. And for guys, because most guys don't have the skill to attract multiple women or to attract women in general, they're like, yes, I'll take the 80% because it's scarce for me anyway. So it's like I'm willing to take the 80% because that's good enough for me. So I think it's just depends on men and women generally have different realities, and that causes them be like that in a long time.
I don't know, bro. I feel like once I get post-nut clarity, I'm like, all right, I want 100%. I don't want 80%. I want 100%.
That's funny. That's funny. I don't want to settle anymore. One way I like to say it, Lucario, is because she fucked a 10, she thinks she can get commitment from a 9. And in reality, she can't even get commitment from a 5. Right. One of the guys, I don't know if you guys have seen the video this guy did where he works on dating apps, and he said the algorithm is very bad because what happens is what it does to a woman's psychology when she left swipes on 600, it's the ratio, from what I understand, it's about 16,000 swipes for 10 dates. That's about the ratio so women are not on there looking.
You gotta always look at the basis of something. So I'm a firm believer in like think about a ladder. There's a base and there's a top, there's a middle. You can't step on any of them steps if it's not rooted in truth, which is the basis of anything. So you gotta look at it like this. Cause I'm not a firm believer in you should just mess with anybody, just go out there and just mess with. If I can't get this, then I should take this, and because then you're gonna end up being like what they call a crumb snatcher or low hanging fruit type of person. But the way you nullify that from happening or stop that from happening is to understand what your base is, like the bottom line of who you are and what you attract to you. So when I'm out here, I'm like, yo, every woman that I'm getting is not fucking like Pamela Lee Anderson or they're not all bad. I had to grow into that in a mature way though. I had to mature and develop as a man to see yo, you growing up, you had some of the baddest girls in the school come try to talk to you. That don't mean that that don't mean anything. You feel me? Because you ain't really deal with them like that. So you ain't never get to see what that could have did. Don't mean that that's why I say don't become a crumb snatcher. Don't just mean that you just take every female that come to you. But you also don't waste so much time trying to get these baddies that you don't deal with the like I said, like a ladder, the steps in the middle. The steps in between matter, bro. All those steps in the middle, because the whole name of the game is to come up. Any game you play in life is to come up. So if you look at the ladder analogy, you gotta put the ladder in truth and dig it in so that you can say, okay, let me step on this step. Now maybe for a month or two you're dealing with 5s and 6s. You know what I'm saying? Because I always say 7 and up, but you can't always have it your way. Like Burger King, like what they say, Subway or whatever they call it. Burger King. Like, cause there's a such thing called delusion. So say you keep trying to get sevens, cause I told you to, and you keep trying to get 7, 7, 7. You may keep doing that, but you don't got enough game to maintain that 7. So you got to go to 6, 4 or 6, 5s. And then when you finally realize, you're like, damn, I'm not even good with the 5, bro. I might have to do a 4. So you start messing with the 4s, but what you start to realize, like, yo, I'm really eating in the 4 category, like. So like you'll fuck around and be like, man, my coach. It ain't that I don't want to listen to him no more, but it's like you branched off into your own reality. Like that's your reality, bro. So I think it's too many losers trying to go after a pretty face. So like it's not good for nobody's psychology. You know, you swiping right on all these baddies. You think could get a baddie, you can't even get a basic. You see what I'm saying? So like that's bad for the females and for the guys. So like the only way you could fix the culture is if you're based in reality, so that you can start to talk to women from reality. Even if women are delusional, because women can be delusional. It's women I talk to and they be thinking they deserve Brad Pitt, fucking Chris Brown, and you know, it's like at the end of the day, you like a 4. You like a 3. So it's like if you a 3, if you a 3 and you think you could do better than me, then who is it really like that's not fair to me, because it's like I'm sitting here talking to a 3 and she's sitting here acting like I'm a 1 or some shit. See what I'm saying? So it's like, and not saying that that might not be her truth, you feel me? But in my reality, it's a waste of my fucking time. So I'll go mess with a different 3, a different 4, a different 5. That's humble, understanding, loving, compassionate, and feminine. And they got more to offer than she do. So it's like that out here. It's like you gotta find your basis when it comes to the dating world. In reality, your dating reality. Let's call it that. Your dating reality. Your DR. Your dating reality is not mine. It's not Lucario, Red Pill, Justin Mark, Coach Kyle. It's not none of them. You gotta. This is why people tell you gotta get out in the world and get experience, because like that's how you gonna build. So let's keep going real quick, man. I don't know how long this is, bro.
For dates, they're looking on there for validation. But when she left swipes on 600 guys, in her mind, subconsciously, she believes she's better than those guys, and she believes she could get commitment for some, if not all of those guys, when in reality, this dating platform was for short-term sexual access, and she's confused that and actually thinks that that's what her value is. There were 600 guys that she left swipe, most of which would use her for short-term sexual access and would not want a long-term relationship. And because she doesn't have that proper information, she starts to have these beliefs where, because she was in a threesome with some movie star, she legitimately believes, because I fucked a 10, I can get a 9 to commit.
That's real talk.
No, dude, I was
Even commit to taking her home, man.
For real.
Everything he just said was metaphysical, meaning it was a magician act. Somebody set up a dating app and it fooled a lot of people. Because if you swiping on people, you thinking, like you said, either I'm equal or better, but I can't be worse because I don't want them. But if you met that person in a different setting, in a school or in a different environment, and they showed you absolute attention, 9 times out of 10, you going forward. 9 times out of 10, you're going to be like, nah, matter of fact, I'm just going to fuck with them. They're going to make their impression on you in real life, in real time. It's like seeing an alligator on the media and then seeing an alligator in real life. I'm not scared of alligators because I don't cross paths with them. But if I cross paths, the fear will be different, because it's like, oh shit, I didn't never see that. You know, it's the same thing. If you scrolling right on mad models, I mean, you swiping left on mad models, and like he said, you thinking like, well, you're trying to measure you're trying to measure something without the actual. This is why I say you gotta really put 2 feet in the soil and talk to women, and you gotta go off of personality. Like, oh wait, hold on, nah, I ain't gonna mess with her. Like, you gotta really get intertwined with it, like real shit. Like, you can't be on the internet all day. because then it's not going to be a real true measurement of reality. So that's facts. I agree with that.
I was at the club last week and I met this girl. She kept insisting on telling me that she was dating Mark Cuban. Okay? I'm like, I just thought it was strange. I thought it was really strange, but she was feeling me. Everything was going well. And like, she was the shallowest fucking person I've ever met in my fucking life. Everything. She's like, your friends are whack. You need to have this watch. You need to be this guy. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I just got home later.
If I was there, I would be like, right, Mark Cuban. So the guy who fucked up that whole thing, let Tyson Chandler go after the 2011. I would just grill her, bro. You not say Mark Cuban?
Right.
Yeah, Mark Cuban.
Right, because
passed up on Giannis
I go
Antetokounmpo.
home. Yeah, I didn't realize. I was like, let me look up Mark Cuban. He's been married for 20 fucking years. This girl was probably a side bitch. Was probably his side bitch for like a week. And she's like, this is who you have to be. It's like, shut the fuck up. It's what?
Brandon, she wasn't even a side bitch. He just hit on her one time. That's all that happened.
Yeah.
And she thinks she's dating him.
Literally, it was wild. She was deluded, dude. It was crazy.
Yes.
I'm going to do something I've never done before. I'm
about to get out of here, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Hopefully you like that. Summary for this, though, man, get off the internet. That's why I tell people, subscribe to this channel, because I told y'all my top 3 dating apps, and now I'll be on Beagle. I didn't get the chance to tell y'all that. I'll be on Beagle now. It's a lot more women on Beagle. It's a lot of cute women, you know what I'm saying? A lot of good-looking women, but all in all, it's the same thing. Like I said, my base never changes, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a character-based type of guy, so it's like, you could be a 3, but if you really, really got a good character, bro, like, you're going to be a 10 to me. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm just a little different than everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I got my own rules. I'm my own man. So, like I said, bro, all fear, it's all spirit, love, and warfare. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Where there's a will, there's a way. You feel me? So, I'm just saying, though, before I go, Beagle, meet me, Facebook dating, and, forgot the last one. But I gave y'all 4 apps that y'all should at least have a presence on. And fix y'all profile up, get out there, go live with these women. I give y'all all apps where y'all could go live. Oh yeah, and Bumble. I give y'all a lot of apps where y'all could go live with women, even on Facebook. Have them send you their Facebook account, then go live. Bro, 3 out of 4 of those apps you could go live with women. So you don't even got to go on a real physical date. You know what I'm saying? Just set up the date. Be like, hey, FaceTime me around 4. And make sure you got some coffee. I'm going to get my favorite coffee and we're going to talk. I'm telling you, bro, you can gain a woman's trust through the fucking internet, bro. Telling y'all, bro. So I want to see some of y'all do that, bro. No cap. And I'll show y'all, I'll screen record some of my stuff, you know what I'm saying, and post it. You know what I'm saying? Even if I gotta blur out female faces, you know what I'm saying? But real talk, bro. Capitalize on them 4 apps and, you know what I'm saying, subscribe to my channel, bro. We gonna be kicking it, bro. Real talk. Beagle really lit, though. I ain't gonna lie. I like Beagle. There's gonna be more apps out here, so I'm gonna make sure I update y'all when I find more that I like. But besides that, man, everything they said was facts. But you do gotta also, 50% of it could be those apps I just gave you, and then 50% is actually you building your lifestyle. Don't go outside looking for women. Go outside to get money. Go outside to go on dates and set up like meetups with friends and friendships, and like lead with friendships. Don't lead with dates. Like don't care about women. Like lead, like make friends. Like master the art, like they said earlier, communication skills. So you can get friends that got different things. They might have a car, a yacht, this, that, and the third. Not saying you using them, but just saying like, you know, they got to be useful. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the point of making a friend if they're not beneficial? I'm saying, so just be more realistic with that too. You know, if they got a great personality, they got a great personality. But you know what I'm saying? Just be realistic with what you know. Deal with life as is. You know what I'm saying? So. Like, comment, subscribe. See y'all next video, man. I'm out.